Hey everyone, thanks for dropping by my podcast again. This is a funny one because I interviewed Cindy Jensen on our lunch break yesterday and her microphone wasn't switched on my computer, so it doesn't really matter because I was doing 95% of the talking anyway. So we're rolling tape on it. We're going to release it, and here it is. Cindy Jensen, always good for a good laugh. And there's a pretty funny, creepy story at the end, which I didn't really want to tell, but there it is. There you go. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks.
Back with Cindy Jensen. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Drew.
Well, what happened to your foot? You tell us what happened to your foot.
Oh, you're funny. No, I had a bit of a scrap, didn't I? And ended up in a wheelchair in the hospital, X-rays, So I have a torn ligament.
Right. What's a ligament?
I don't know.
Cindy from Buskers by the creek. You know what I always say Buskers on the creek. Does that make you angry?
Yes. Don't call it Buskers by the ocean or by the sea.
No.
Or on anything.
Yeah, so it's Buskers by the creek.
You'd all drown if it was
What?
on the creek.
Okay, and do you think your foot will hold up this year at Buskers with your ligaments there? No, what is a ligament actually?
What's a ligament?
You don't know?
Well, clearly there's one in your ankle.
You know what my thing is now? If I hurt something, I go straight to Google and try and learn as much as the doctor. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, and because I think it plants this little seed in my mind on how to repair it. You know, like a ligament. So then I can actually see it and visualize it, and then focus on fixing it.
You want to do that?
You should. I think it's you've got your muscle and then you've got the bone. I think it's that little bit that connects the muscle to the bone.
Some homework for you tonight now. We can educate
All right, you're on, because I know I'm right about pink salmon.
You are so not right about pink salmon.
Yeah?
No. But what I did learn, actually, I tell a lie. I did go home and Google. Oh, no, you...
Yeah, I sent it to you.
You
I'm
emailed
kind of
me.
right. What was it? I can't remember right now.
No, they inject... No.
Yeah, they inject... The salmon you buy in the shop, if it's farm fed, is dyed that colour because the natural salmon... What does it eat? It's something... What was it? Yeah, krill and prawn, like that shrimp or whatever it is, actually colours their skin that colour.
But thanks to you, I now know that I can no longer eat farm-raised salmon because they feed them gluten.
Wow. So even if they feed something gluten, you could get... because you get a physical reaction, like a sick feeling in your bot.
Let's not talk.
You get a bit blocked up. I know this from the last time you were in this podcast. It just doesn't come out, does it?
Hey, why have you got a uniform on?
Oh, yeah. I worked for, every now and then, for years now, I've been working. It's always good to have a second job, I've found. All the time, I've always got a second job. So this second job...
Haven't you got like...
Yeah, that's the way to live. It's good.
Well, I just noticed it's a different one. I would say.
That's right. Yeah, well, I only work with these guys. I can't say who they are, but it's a corporate training job, and it's really, really cool. Like for a start, if you work in a corporate training job, you are generally going to where the corporate people of the world are having their holidays, their end of financial year party, or they're going away. So it's plenty of times. It's in a really nice resort. And but this morning we're doing this drum clinic, and the drum clinic is somewhere away in the Sunshine Coast next week.
Tell me, I want to come and just learn how to play the drum.
Well, it was really good, and I haven't done this drum clinic one with them. They've been talking about it for years. So we had to go to this school this morning on the Gold Coast and learn with the kids. So I'm with four people from this company. And I show up because I love music and drumming, I love it. So that's why half the reason they invited me along. And God, I saw some weird school stuff. Like my little boy, he starts high school, state school next year. So it's a big topic on my mind, like which school to take him to. And I saw this.
Chosen yet?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't want to say, but it's kind of local. I live opposite a state school, like directly opposite a state school. And for that very reason, we don't want to take him there because I would think that if it was me, I'd be looking straight up at home going, my mind's off the job. I want to go home. Oh, there's Mum. What's that noise? Anyway. So, yeah, it's been and at Christmas, we had Christmas lunch with my whole family. Someone in my family is loaded with cash, and their kids, same age, are going to the best school in Brisbane. Their kids already are in kindy, and they know Chinese. They have like this art class every day, and it's just messed with our minds. Like we weren't even thinking that way, but just had through this one Christmas lunch with these weirdos in my family. It's sort of like, oh my God, what are we doing? And they're like, well, you've got to put your kids in the best possible thing they, So it's funny. Oh man, where did this responsibility come from? Yeah. What are we talking about?
Oh yeah. If they go to the best school, doesn't mean they're going to come out the better children.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm all for state school raised.
Yeah, that's how I was.
Kids are going to state school.
Yep.
Look at me now.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well,
clearly.
I think, but you are right. No, you are right. I think potentially state school raises better social people. Okay. My personal thing about my state school upbringing is that my peers, my mates, I'll put it this way: my dad is a self-made businessman, and really done really well for himself. My peer network of mates from my school are just like normal people, So when it comes to my own family and my cousins who, they were in the best school in Brisbane, like Churchy and Somerville House. Their peer network, so they're the same kids they went to school with, these uber rich kids, but they're super snobs, super duper snobs and really arrogant. They don't even know it though. It's really weird. I know, but that's the question, right? Who knows? Because every time I meet a super snobby, arrogant person, they just don't seem to even. They're probably crying at home every night, but you know what I mean. They just seem to be so arrogant that nothing phases them, and they just walk all over people and no empathy.
It's like anyone; they surround themselves with like-minded people.
Yeah. That's actually a really big thing lately. I keep reading. It's as if someone has worked it out for me. To be really good at business, perhaps you shouldn't have so much empathy. Because you're paying people's wages and you're making cutthroat decisions with other people and other people's businesses. So it's best not to have I don't know if this is true, but it really struck a chord with me. That the word empathy. If you really care about people that you meet and look eye to eye with every day, I couldn't imagine you being a cutthroat. But yeah, what are we talking about? The school. Okay, a school. Yeah, the school. So what I saw today was this really interesting thing where there were just these sweetheart kids. They were about 11 to 12 years old, and I was really excited because I've been, the last 5 years of my life I've been entertaining the kids in my house. Like, come on, this is going to be the greatest fun you've ever had today, I'm so sure. So I was putting on my super entertaining kind of outlook. Yeah, I'm like, this is going to be great.
The actor in you came out.
Well, yeah, all that sort of gear, The teachers in the room were like these sort of jaded old blokes who are just the complete opposite. They were possibly really good 10 years ago, and now they're just... When one kid in the room, for instance, played up, the guy would turn to the entire room and say, I'm sick of you kids. You're all the same. You're, not this, but you're useless. You'll never be anything. And
the actor in you coming out again.
Yeah, and I just sort of this sweeping generalisation of all these...
Probably just said, sit down, John. Stop being a naughty boy.
I don't know. I don't think so. But it was just interesting. And I'm not saying that what he's doing is wrong either. It's just more like the idea that if you work in one thing and fast forward 10 years later, you'll, you're kind of a weirdo, right? Even if you're a police, I know lots of people in the police force, and they have two sides. There's the, because they're constantly having to put on a certain persona to fix problems. Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I have 3 personalities.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm sure you have many too.
Yeah, I found out you're a Virgo today.
Virgo, true and true.
Yeah. Virgos are
Very.
great. I work with a Virgo. I don't want to talk all the time, right? So tell me some Virgo stories. But let me just get this one out.
Go, talk all the time.
I always do.
Great, listening.
My mate, I worked in a ute painting swimming pools with a mate for about 2.5 years. And he would always... And I lived in Surfers Paradise. He lived in Currumbin.
Hang on. The ute was in the pool that you were spraying?
No. We travelled in a ute.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
We travelled in a ute together, and he'd often say, "Hey, just drop by my place." And I go, "Okay, cool." And he'd run in for 15 minutes and come back out and then leave. And it would happen like once every fortnight, And then I finally went inside after like 8 months to see what he actually did. And he was a kind of a special character. He was a true Virgo. What he did, he couldn't bear that his wife was cleaning up the house every day.
Okay, I'm not really a true Virgo.
No, well, maybe. Check this out.
Okay.
He would run straight into the house, go straight to the toilet, make sure the toilet roll was round the right. He's really OCD. He'd go to the next room in the house, clean up all that laundry stuff. The next room in the house, put all the kids' toys back, go open the fridge, make sure the labels are pointing out. He'd just do a 15-minute sweep, back into the car and out.
No, that is not a Virgo trait. That is actually, like I said, OCD.
Yeah, but Virgos are a little like that. Everything needs to be in its place.
Like you said to me, your desk. My desk is like a mess. That's not a true. That's not.
Yeah, but I don't know if it is yet. I don't know.
A little bit.
Does everything in your has its place in your mind? Have its place in your mind? Are you the type of person that has a shelf at home and you know? Oh well, you're crossing over to some.
Minimalist. I don't like anything around
Yeah,
the house.
yeah. I didn't really get into any star sign stuff until I met Virgos. And they all seem to be the same kind of character.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What star sign are you?
Libra. I'm a pain in the ass. Like, I see all points of views. I could be, this guy's bad. And then I meet that guy and I think, I understand his point of view. So, like a real unopinionated, middle of the road character. No.
What's the trade?
Creepy. God damn it.
Creepy old men.
You take that back. You take that back right now. Don't make me explain why that is.
Come on. I love it. Tell me the story.
I've got the edit button.
You have to. Do you want me to tell the story? Because I really think it's worth it. I love it. Am I going to be that person in 30 years' time?
All right.
We sort of,
I'll tell it.
And I lose touch with Julie.
All right.
One day I just, in 30 years' time, see you from a distance and go, far out, I know that man, I just don't know where. And then it dawns on me. And I go, shit. Go on, tell
All right.
the story.
Okay. The office I'm in, I went from working in a place that was just me and another bloke, and the people that would come into this office were always men. So we were just selling men stuff to blokes. Yeah. So if the sandwich girl would walk past to the tyre shop next door all the time, we'd fight over each other just to look at a woman, and which is what every bloke does, right? So we just do that all the time. And finally I get my own office here, and it's a big place. So these ladies come to open a telemarketing place. They actually rented off me to upstairs. And I went, that'd be cool. And a little caveman inside of me is thinking, oh, yeah, chicks. Oh, wow. All right. And another guy rented off me at the same time. So it wasn't only me. But next minute, the ladies that moved into this place, there were only 3, then there were 4, then there were 6. And
Were they eye candy?
Oh, big time. That's the thing. There were really attractive chicks working in my office all of a sudden. Go easy. All right, you pull yourself up there, Tiger, all right? I've got the edit button here, right? But you are half right. At the time, though, this is my job. Like all of a sudden there were